What's up, guys? Phil here from FHL Creative with another t-shirt design tutorial using Vector Concrete Textures Pack 2. It's a medium weight texture pack I've got for sale in Creative Market. I'm going to take you guys through designing a t-shirt with it. So we're going to be shooting to make something looks like this. I'm from Athens, Georgia, so I like making Athens themed things for my tutorials. So we're going to make this t-shirt design real simple text, but I'm using two different textures from the medium texture pack. Just going to say Athens made. You can make it say whatever font you want or whatever text you want. The font is a free font called League Gothic, and you'll be able to get these files right here. The links to the font right there, as well as design elements that I use in this tutorial. You can download that in a link in the description below the video. So let's get started. We're going to open up Illustrator, crank this guy up. Alright, now we're going to create a new document. I like making documents at 14 by 20 inches when I'm designing t-shirts. It's a good size for a print palette. It seems to be a good, just kind of dimension wise when you're looking at printing on the front of a shirt. It just is a good dimensions to use. So here we go. As far as our t-shirt design color, I'm using colors from Next Level Apparel. That's where I pulled it from the last tutorial as well. We're going to use a warm gray, so you can just go here, copy that guy. We're going to paste our warm gray into Illustrator. Going to draw a background color for our t-shirt. Color sample our warm gray. Okay. Then we're just going to lock this in place for now. Alright, now let's figure out our text, which we want it to say Athens made. So we've got, let's see, gotta have an S there, Athens. Made. Alright, we're gonna center that text up. I want my made to be the same width as my Athens. So generally, at least, something like that. Okay, then we're going to use, going to come up with some color swatches. I like to draw some little squares for swatches. T-shirt design, you want to keep it as few colors as possible, as fewer colors mean a cheaper shirt to print, which a lot of clients like. So if you can have a cool t-shirt design with only one color, that'll give you some favor with your client. So we're actually going to use the color that I used in creating some of the images for this texture pack on Creative Market. We're going to use this dark blue. I'm just going to color sample, copy that color, head back over to Illustrator. I'm going to add this swatch here, paste that. Okay, add that swatch. I'm actually going to go ahead and add a swatch for my background color too. Never know when you might need the background color that you're using. Okay, so there we go. Okay, we're going to use League Gothic for our type. So there's League Gothic. Nice, tall, bold, thin type right there. Okay, I also want to bring in the map of Georgia. So you'll see in the source files, I've got this t2 designelements.ai file. Within this, I've got a little screenshot of the Next Level t-shirts, as well as our little vectorized state of Georgia with a star over Athens. So I'm just going to copy and paste that in here. Okay, I want that to sit, top center on that. We're going to direct select the state of Georgia, turn that to our nice blue navy-ish color, and this is where having the background color comes in handy. You want that star to be the same color as the shirt. Okay, now we're going to draw, some rectangles to act as kind of a nice little stylized line to go on here. And do that across that, like just like that. And then we'll copy a piece of that down here. There we go. So we've got, I'm going to group that. Got our text, so you can kind of just orient it how you would like. Make it look like you want it. Make it say whatever you want. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to group this entire set of stuff, the text, the lines, the state, everything. We're just going to group that with Command G there. Okay, now we're going to start using some of our textures. So a pretty simple design that took a couple minutes to put that together, super fast. And I'm actually going to show you how to use bitmap TIFFs in this tutorial, which are included in the texture pack. The advantage to bitmap TIFFs is you can use them in Illustrator. You can put them in there and make them whatever color you want, so they can be they can act as an easy way to apply texture without having to use an actual vector file, which when it comes to textures can tend to have a lot of points. And if you don't have a very fast computer, can slow down your computer and performance. So in that case, I would recommend using bitmap TIFFs. They're high resolution and they work really well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to drag one of these bitmap TIFFs. You can see how fast that works. It's pretty quick. Here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to show you guys how to do some masking, which is a pretty cool way to apply distress very quickly while you can still leave your text editable, so you could change it later if you wanted to. Okay, so in your in this little, I believe this is the transparency panel. You can select your group of text, line, and state. You should see it right there in that little white box. And just click Make Mask. Okay. And now we're going to cut that bitmap TIFF out. Okay, we're going to click back on our stuff, which is now invisible because we masked it. We're going to click on that mask and paste our texture. Okay, now nothing's happening yet because the texture is black and the mask itself, we're showing all the hiding the mask. So we actually have to make our texture white, and that will reveal wherever the texture is. So as you can see, the texture itself, which is resizable, you can make it however big you want, small or large. So we kind of have a nice distress. Quick, easy, no problem. Okay, now we want to add also I want to add some grunge and some kind of spray that kind of goes in between the letters, makes this a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to go back over to my texture pack here. I'm actually going to go through, let's see here, an EPS. I'm going to select an individual EPS file, spray concrete medium 5. I'm just going to go ahead and open that up. So I am going to use the vector file on this because I want to be able to move points around. So I'm just going to copy that, paste that here. Oh, sorry, I pasted that over within my mask. Make sure you're clicked out of your mask, back into your shape, otherwise whatever you paste in will become a part of this mask, okay? So just like I just did. So now we're going to paste that texture in there. Alright, now I want this texture to be the same color because I'm going to create this spray effect. So I'm just going to select my navy blue. Okay, so you can kind of see we got texture all over the place right now. Okay, I don't want this to look like this. You could, if you wanted to, you could kind of make it look like some kind of offset, distressing. You could rotate this guy around. This is all kind of personal preference, but if you wanted it to kind of look like an offset, printed, distressed piece, you can do that. But what I want to do is actually take out these edges, hard edges. So I can double click to isolate the group. I don't want these hard edges that you see here. I just want some of this nice spray inside. So I'm going to actually just ungroup all those pieces. to where you can select one and get an individual piece right there. And I just want to delete some of these edges because I don't want the hard edges. Just like that. Like that. Okay. And now I actually want to move around some of these pieces inside here. So I can just take a big area of selected granules, throw them around.
Let's go. Don't waste your life, man. I know a lot of people that are scared they gon' die. Couple of them thinking they'll be living in the sky. While I'm here living, man, I gotta ask why. What am I here for? I gotta figure out. Waste my life, no, I gotta make it count. If Christ is real, then what am I gonna do about everything in Luke 12:15? Out of 21, you really gotta go and check it out. Paul said, if Christ ain't resurrected, we wasted our lives. But that implies that
So I won't use any more of your viewing time to break up tiny pieces of distressing. But you can see we've got a pretty solid little design here that we could print on a t-shirt, one color. Didn't take us very long at all. So thanks for watching, guys.